Hello there, guys. Not so many pieces to look at today, but still kind of complicated. Our pawn here is two steps away from promotion, and so is black pawn. And we're gonna, of course, find some way to win this as white. We have this little knight here as an extra special treat for the black pawn. Maybe we can do something about that. Well, pause the video now and see if you can solve this on your own, how white win. When you return, we'll go through everything together. Go ahead. Okay, welcome back. Well, as said, we have a knight here. It can stop this pawn. If we just start with playing knight d3, then we will be able to stop it. But of course, that will mean we lose our own pawn. And with only a knight here, it's a dead draw. So this is not a very good idea. Okay, and we cannot move this knight anywhere to protect this pawn, so we're gonna leave it be for now. The question is, should we move the pawn or should we bring our king closer to protect it? Well, this turns out to be a very waste of time to move our king. Black will have an easy draw here, either just run down and promote, or even easier to show is something like this. This is obviously a draw after that. Queen each, he cannot take our queen, and we're not coming anywhere. So, okay, the first move is fairly obvious. We continue or start with h7. And black will, of course, not waste time on taking our knight. Instead, he will push his pawn in order to promote as well. The question is now, how do we proceed from here? Do we promote? Do we move our knight somewhere, or do we move our king? Well, moving the king again is pointless. It's very good where it is. We need to do something active instead. Okay, so let's see what happens if we promote to a queen. Black will do the same. If we give a check now somewhere, we will lose our knight, and again, very easy draw. Could we do something like this? Throw in a knight e6 check. If black does the mistake of going to anywhere on this diagonal, he's going to lose his queen like this. So that's not a good option. But of course, he's not going to do that. He's going to play the king to g4. And it turns out we really don't have anything after this. Yes, we have a knight. We're up a knight, but the queen and the knight against the queen. With the king all open here, it's just not winning. This is not material enough to win. We can start checking, and the king can just run around a little bit and just be aware of all forks and stuff like that. But this is not winning for white. So here, let's look at what happens if we start with knight e6. Oh, sorry, black pushes his pawn first. And what about this move? It's again looking good if black doing some stupid like putting his king in this diagonal. Then we will promote, and if black promotes, we get a check. We win the queen and the game. So, and the thing is now also same goes here. If he goes to g6, of course, take a queen, and we go back with a check and cover down here. And if he attacks our knight, we will promote with a check. And even though we lose our knight, we win this pawn and we win. So things are looking pretty good with starting with knight e6. Also, if the king comes anywhere on the h file, we promote with a check and a tempo move, and we get this pawn. But this is still not good enough. The king will again come to g4, and the position we looked at before will be the exact same, just with another move order. And we looked at this. This is a draw. So actually, it looked promising with the knight e6 check, but it's not good enough. So then we only have one move left, and that is the winning move here. The knight must come to h3 with a check. This is the crucial move in this study, and from here white wins. Again, if the black king comes to the h file, we promote with a check, so that's not possible. If it comes to f6, we promote with a check. Again, if it goes to this diagonal, we grab a queen here, allow him to do the same, and we check, get the queen, and we win from there. So again, after the check, it's only one possible move for black to keep on defending. But the difference here now, the knight is a lot better here on h3 than on e6. And why is that? Well, because we have another check. We are moving the knight closer to this pawn through the check on f2. Okay, so again, of course, we're not going to see if it goes to the h file or on this diagonal. And now we cannot go to f4 either because we have a check after that. And we will grab the knight, grab the pawn, sorry. And we're going to look at king f3 and king g3. That's the only... Oh, okay, we can look at king g5 also. Okay, so if it goes to g3 or g5, it's going to be the same answer. We play knight e4 check, getting attacked, and then we put the knight on c3, and now we're actually stopping this pawn. And even if the king comes closer here, it's not quick enough. Well, here we can grab the fork right away with a check like this and take the pawn. But anyway, we will have time to promote this to a queen and win. So we're looking now at king f3. Now we have some moves left before we win. Can you find out the next move for white? Go ahead and post the video again if you need. Okay, so there's no point in promoting. We will get a queen, black will get a queen, and it's just dead draw. Instead, we have to make a very, very nice knight move. And here it comes. We go to e4 anyway. We don't care that it's covered by the king. He can take it, because what happens if we take it? Well, obviously, we promote, black promote, and we get the check. We've seen this before. We win the queen. So if it doesn't take it, if he promotes, well, we get a nice little check with the fork here on d2. So that's not going to happen. We can under promote to a knight to stop this check, but of course we're going to be a queen up. We can promote right away. We can also just move away our knight, so we don't have to waste it, and then promote, and of course a queen up is winning easily. And if the king tries to go towards his pawn, we still have time for the knight to come to c3, and we will put it on b1, promote this pawn, and we will win at the end. So this is how we win this from the start. The knight has to come to h3, to f2, and then to e4, and that's how you win this game. Kind of cool, I think. That it wasn't easy to see from the beginning, but I hope you all find it in the end. Thank you for watching, everybody. Have a great day. Bye-bye.